Family members of Wilberg Benjamin, a Irish quarantine businessman, are asking questions about a private hospital and blaming them for his unexpected demise. Benjamin collided with a motorcycle on the quarantine public road during one of his usual early morning training sessions. Quarantine sister Nadine Wilson Wilberg suffered head injuries in the accident, which took place at Hampshire on the 14th of August.
So when I went there, he was in the house sitting with pain. He could hardly lift the right shoulder. He was like, I said, what happened? And then he started telling me what happened. Say he was going up the road to train, and a motorbike was in front of him, and a higher car dashed in front of the motorcycle. And he was trying to save the motorcycle from getting the collision, and the bicycle handle hook. And he pitched. The helmet even break. And he said after then he didn't know anything. And the police, them that took the body, could have go straight to the hospital. They took him to Rosal Outpost. He said when he catch himself, he was at the outpost. And when they finished taking the statement and whatever, he said I asked him if he want to go to the hospital. He said no. He didn't know who was the car driver, neither the motorbike guy that they had at the station with him. He said he could remember the color of the car, and like 1 or 2 number on the number plate. But they didn't know exactly who was the driver. So he said the police was going to charge the motorbike, and he tell them no, don't charge the guy, he's not the person who caused the accident, it's the car.
She said he refused to get a second opinion on the injuries he sustained.
My sister even tell him to come to Georgetown and he could get a second opinion. He didn't do that. My sister in New York called him and tell him he could go back home and get a thorough check. He didn't do that.
After the pain became more severe, he decided to seek further medical attention and was admitted to the hospital. She said while her brother was being transported to the city by the private hospital's ambulance, she observed the ambulance make a sudden turn.
My sister was in the ambulance, and we see them make a sudden swing. We want to know what's going on. So we swing back also. So when we reach at Annamaya, when we ask him what happened, they said they run out of oxygen. Tell me, if you go in with a patient, you cylinder got to be filled. They turn back the car, the ambulance, and they go back into the compound. They wheel out the body from out of the ambulance straight back into the emergency area. When they went in there, they didn't even allow no family to get in to see what they're doing. They take $253,000 from yesterday morning to that time when I went there yesterday midday. I paid that money. And when they return the ambulance back to Annamaya, they take $37,000 more. They say because of the little medication that they had to use there. And Sunday night, they take $44,000. In all, it's 330-something thousand. It didn't reach 24 hours.
She said he was a live wire to the family.
Out of my mother 9 children, he's the one, is the live wire in the family, you gotta see. Sometimes when he come, he just makes a rough joke. He calling, Cousin Irene. Sometimes mommy just say, is who calling you, go and see you anything. You should just blast it by. That is the kind of person, you know. Always like to imitate and make rough jokes. Really rough.
The father of 5 migrated and lived in Canada for some time before returning to Guyana and opening Benjamin Sports and Fitness Center. Benjamin was active in the local cycling fraternity, both as a rider and a promoter. The police investigations into the matter are ongoing.